Hey everyone, I am so excited to be with you guys today. Today we will be reviewing part of the MAC Holiday 2020 collection. If you're interested in the collection, interested in the demo, or some thoughts on the collection, please make sure and keep watching. Hey guys, okay, well thanks again for clicking on my video. Today I am bringing you parts of the MAC Holiday 2020 collection. I only picked up 3 different items and there's a reason why. I've actually never purchased a MAC Holiday 2020 collection and I just kind of wanted to try some stuff out. I see all the posts on Instagram, on Twitter, how people are saying they're a little bored with the collection, that it kind of looks similar to what we saw last year. Again, I'm coming from the perspective where I've never purchased a holiday MAC collection, and I've actually had decent experience with MAC. For instance, this is one of the products that I recently recommended to my friend Al Feisty. This is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. It's a really beautiful soft focus highlight, very blurring, lit from within, subtle highlight, and I love this. Come to find out, it should be used all over the face, kind of like a finishing powder, but this is really a highlight shade for me, but I love it and I've loved it for many years. I also have some lip products by MAC. I think just a couple lipsticks, a couple lip liners, and then this really useful Prep and Prime lip primer, which I actually like to use quite a bit. So that is the extent of my experience with the MAC paint pot also. But then like when it comes to like base products like foundation, concealer, anything like that, I've never tried. So I'm just going into this with an open mind, and you know, it looked pretty. It looked wintry, where everything else that's being released kind of looks fall-like. This looks like winter to me. I mean, look at this look. Case in point. Super icy and blue. We've got the berry lips. I mean, it just looked really pretty. So let me show you the 3 items that I picked up. So first off, I did obviously pick up the eyeshadow palette that was released. This is really beautiful packaging. Even like the boxes that it came in is just so pretty, and like presentation is everything. And so I really appreciate pretty packaging. Whoa, that's reflective, look at that. So I absolutely love it. The color story doesn't stand out, but it did have a lot of differences that I felt we could create a lot of beautiful looks with. So that's what we have there. This palette retails for $39.50. The next part of the collection that I picked up, Flashing Ice Skin Finish Dimension Palette. This is a trio. It comes with a highlighter, a skin finisher, much similar to the one I just showed you, and a blush. This little palette also retails for $39.50. And then I already took it out of the box, but the last piece was this gift set of lip glosses. There's a trio of lip glosses. They're really beautiful. It comes with this really cute little bag. This trio retails for $24.50. Anytime that I see many lip products, I kind of jump on those because it's really hard for me to go through lip products. So I don't like to be wasteful. So if I can get minis and try the formula, then I'm all about that. So I'm excited about these. Overall, what I thought we would do that would be fun, again, I'm always trying to think of like my little spin on things, right? Like, yes, it's a new collection and we want to review it, but like, how do we make this different? So as I was looking through the website, through the ad campaign and all the pictures that they had inserted for the palette specifically, there was 3 pictures, and one of them was a natural eye look. There was another one that was a very intense berry look, and then there was like a blue icy look. Now this is just my spin on it. You guys will see how the video kind of unfolds, but I thought that it would be fun to see if we could try and recreate that, because when we're deciding whether or not to buy something or purchase a collection, we do look through those ad campaigns. We look through the pictures that they have inserted for that specific product, and a lot of the times those really beautiful edited pictures on beautiful models that professional makeup artist put together is just so intriguing and so compelling that it does push us to make that purchase. It draws us in. And so I wanted to see like how easy is it to recreate those looks. So that's going to be my little spin on this video. Very excited that I was able to get this collection as quickly as I could. I looked for staple items, so like the face palette, the eye palette, and then just some lip products. I didn't want to buy everything and be wasteful since I don't have a lot of experience with the MAC brand as a whole. And so that's what I thought we would do. Just wanted to kind of give you a little preview of what we've got going. If you haven't subscribed, make sure and do that. If during the video you like what you see, give me a like. I really appreciate it. Make sure and go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I love to connect with everyone and just kind of talk about makeup all day, every day. So if that's your thing, go ahead and go follow me there. But for now, let's go ahead and get started into the demo portion of this video. All right, guys, so holiday releases. Holiday season is in full swing, honey, full swing. Today, very, very excited to be cracking into this. Here is the eyeshadow palette. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. It's got like a really soft fabric type of feel, and it's just really, really cute. Now let's go ahead and open the palette. It comes with a really generous big mirror here on this side. I won't blind you all, but let me just hold it up. That is gorgeous, guys. Just absolutely gorgeous. I want to tell you why I thought that this color story was actually not boring at all. I really felt like, you know, along the lines with people saying that they're kind of bored of the whole pink look, and I get it, so am I, trust me. Like, there's certain companies that just overdid that, you know, it's fine. But what I saw here was just a lot of different choices. So we're seeing some, you know, purples and fuchsias, maybe some soft pinks there, but then we get some blues, black, a little maroon color here, which to me just spoke winter. I feel like a lot of the releases recently have really had a really beautiful fall look. This one just screams winter to me. Like, I just absolutely love it. I thought, you know what? I can work with that. And then again, with me always just saying, I'm just so curious. Like, I want to know about the formulas. Now that I've gotten really into makeup, like, I just want to know. I want to know what it works like. And then in turn, let all of you guys know, like, is it really worth it or not? And I think like sometimes people think that we will completely have we will always have all of these positive things to say because we just love it. We love makeup, whatnot. I think you guys learned from my Dior video, my Dior holiday collection, is that if it's good, it's good. If it sucks, it sucks. And I'm gonna let you know because I feel like that's what I'm here for. Like, I wanna share my passion, but at the same time, add value to the content that I'm creating. So just wanted to let you know up front, I'm gonna be honest, no matter what. And here, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is, you guys. Here is the face trio. Again, this palette comes with a mirror, but we can fold it back, which is really nice, and there are the colors. And then the third part of the collection that I'm so excited about is this little box here, and it is a lip gloss trio. The one that I got was in the neutral color story. I will be swatching all of these as well as doing lip demos so that you guys can see exactly what it looks like on medium skin. But here are the lip glosses. There were other parts to the collection. For instance, there was, I think, a lighter shade story to this trio, the highlight and blush trio. I feel like the other trio looked like highlighters, but this one looked like it would be a really beautiful blush shade. So those are the three parts of the collection that I picked up. Again, this is coming from a perspective of someone that has never picked up a MAC holiday collection, and also my medium skin tone for this highlight and blush palette. So I hope that you guys like it. Now, I'm going to start with swatches on the palette, which is what excites me the most. So I'll work on those swatches. In order to not confuse you, I'm gonna try to go across as much as I can, but that's what you'll see. And yeah, let's go ahead and just have a little swatch therapy session, shall we? Okay, so upon swatching, I have some thoughts. what I'm going to say is that I feel that the shimmers all swatched beautifully. They were extremely, extremely powdery. They just kind of went all over the place, which kind of reminds me of a more, how can I say this, like a less quality shadow. But they swatched beautifully, so, and they had great pigment, so I will give it that. I feel like on the 3 mattes that are included in the palette, which are these 3 here, the black, the purple, and then this really light nude shade here, those didn't swatch very well. When you feel it, they feel buttery. They don't feel too dry. Like, they feel good, maybe not as buttery as Natasha Denona, but definitely feel good. And again, swatches don't tell the whole story, so we will definitely demo these. But that's what I can say upon just swatching is I feel like, although the shimmers did swatch very beautifully, they feel very, very powdery. We'll see how they go on the eyes. So that's all I'll say there. So the first look that I will try to recreate is the more neutral, natural, everyday look that is pictured again in the campaign for this collection. Like I said, I will pop a picture here so that you see what I'm trying to recreate. I will recreate one look here, and then I'll finish out the video with the final look on both eyes. So let's just get started. With my Sonia G Classic Crease, I will go ahead and go into this very light matte shade here. And you know the drill, I've prepped my eyelids with the NARS Smudge Proof Eye Primer. A little bit of a wash of color there. Definitely too light for me, for my skin tone, but you can kind of see it. I'm not really sure what other colors she would have in there. Do you guys see that? It almost looks like a brownie, like terracotta like type look. I'm gonna very, very lightly go into this one here. Just tiny, tiny, tiny little tap. Maybe it will show up a little brown on my skin tone. No, I feel like it popped up just a little bit purple, but there we go. I definitely don't think we're going to be able to achieve the color she has there. Then it looks like in the lid, like near the lash line, she has a little bit of a shimmer. I think, let's see. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this blue one here and try it on the lid just very lightly to see if we can. Oh, that's a little too deep. Hers looks like very shimmery, very see-through almost. These shades are really, really powdery, so with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and go into this gold one here and place it over the shade that we just added to the lid. Okay. That's creating a really pretty shimmer. Now, if you can see in the picture, she kind of has like a little black liner situation going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this black one here. And I will just do a very, very thin line near the lash line. I think it looks okay. Definitely not an everyday look I would do, but again, the whole point is trying to see if we can actually recreate the look in the campaign ad, because that's how they get you. Let me go ahead and put a very light layer of mascara and I will be right back. So here is the look with just a light layer of mascara. I feel like it definitely doesn't look like it looks in the campaign picture. As you can see, I'll pop it here. So that can be a little misleading. I think that if you're a really light-skinned or a fair-skinned person, it might come off like that. But even then, so like she's got like a warm brown in there, and I really couldn't achieve it with that. And I don't know who could. I mean, let me see. Let me hold it up like this so that you guys can see it. Yeah, I mean, it's extremely light. And again, that's the look that I created. So maybe they mix some shades that I'm just not knowledgeable enough or talented enough to create. But anyhow, that's what it looks like. Very simple, everyday look. Now, in terms of how they blended on, how they look, I think like they look acceptable. They're not Dior, I'll tell you that much, but they look okay. I mean, it's fine. I don't know, they look just fine, but maybe it's because the look is so subtle, and you know I'm not a subtle type of person. Maybe that's what it is, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the next look. All right, so this look is a little more intense, and honestly, like I feel like I have these shades in my Natasha Denona bronze palette, also the new Mini Zendo that I just reviewed. So let's go ahead and start just like Mama Pat taught us how to do a smoky eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Sonia G flat definer, this tiny little brush here, and I'm going to start the look from the bottom up. I will start with this purple shade here, and what I'm doing essentially, I'm defining the lower lash line, and I'm going to carve out the shape that I want. I'm taking my reference number 2, and I'm gonna keep going back into that purple shade, and I'm going to pack the color onto the brush and start packing it onto the lid. Now, as you can see, it's just not that pigmented. It's definitely powdery. It's just okay. I mean, you guys can see there, you see what I mean? When we look at products like Dior, Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, like, although they felt buttery, they're definitely not applying in that same buttery manner, but we're getting there. Okay, so we have the shape we want. I think I want to further intensify it and start to give it that shimmer look that I see in the picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this bright purple here, still with the reference number 2 brush. And I'm going to pack it on top of that. This one's definitely a lot more creamier, a lot more pigmented, and a lot more easy to pack on. And there's definitely fallout, if you can see there. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of a bronziness to the look, and I think I'm gonna do that with this color here. Yeah, very, very powdery. I'm gonna start more towards the middle and then just kind of blend out. Just initial application, I don't really see a lot of pigment, but we'll keep going. Definitely looking pretty, definitely does not look like the campaign picture. Again, that could just be me. That's probably me. It looks more red more than anything, but we will definitely deepen that up. But that's where we're at right now. Now I want to go into this soft purple here, and again, just pack it on top. See what we do here. Looks okay, but in the picture, again, I don't know if it's her skin tone or what it is, but it looks a lot more bronzier and more brown undertones than I'm getting here. I'm getting pink and purple for sure. I'm going to take my reference number 14, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into this matte black shade. Not very pigmented, but I think that's good because sometimes black scares us. And I'm just gonna lightly tap into the pan. There's a tiny bit of product there. And then I'm gonna start to deepen it up on the outer corner here. Not too much, but just a little bit to deepen up that purple situation we've got going on. I feel like that shape is a little more focused, so I'm gonna go in with my tiny little flat definer into the black. I do see some lightness on the inner corner there, so I'm going to go in with this light color here, and I'm going to just pack it on. I'm packing on first and not swiping because, like I said, these colors are so powdery. I'm taking my Sonia G soft shader, and I'm gonna go back into the soft purple to see if we can clean this up a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and go in with this pinky shimmer shade here. And again, with my finger, I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit of product. I'm creating mess everywhere. There's shimmer everywhere. Does my eye look like the campaign? No, I don't think so. It is a lot harder to create. If out of these colors you are able to create that look, then you are very talented. I am not. I will tell you that in the camera this pulls a little brown, when in reality it is a very, very purple. You can see that there. So yeah, look number 2. I feel like now I'm appreciating this one more than this one. I mean, this is just a hot mess. There's a lot of fallout around the eye that I'll have to clean up, but yep, there's look number 2. All right, and for the last look, the one that I think I'm the most interested in is the one that you see here on the screen. I'm gonna try to recreate it. I think I'm just gonna kind of do my thing and not try to be so exact, because the first 2 looks in my opinion were kind of fails. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. But this is why I wanted to do this, because it's like these pictures, they're so beautiful. Those are what draw you in. That's why you buy the stuff you buy. Unless you have experience with previous items from a specific brand, you go based off some of the marketing campaigns. So that's why I'm like, nah, let's try it out. Like, is it really as good as they make it look in these edited, finished photos, you know? I'm going to try a different technique for this one. It's one that I've seen on my friend Al Feisty's channel, and it was so scary when she was doing it the first couple times, like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? But I'm just gonna try it. And so what I mean by that is she will, when she wants a color, especially like a shimmer of any sort, to pop, she goes in with a black base first, and then builds off of that. And so it sounds scary, but like, let's just try it. Maybe it will work. I'm using my jumbo blender from Sonia G, and I'm just gonna pack the black in there. Start off in the lid. I mean, the black is just not very pigmented, so not too much to fear there. So it took a couple dips in the pan, but that's what we got. I mean, even though it looks super, super dark on camera, it's really not that pigmented, so I just wanted to point that out. It's definitely not patchy in any way. It's just like a soft matte black, if you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm gonna go in with my Sonia G soft shader, and I'm going to go into this blue shade here, and I'm going to just sweep over the blue, over the black, I mean. Wow, that showed up so beautifully. I do have fallout there, guys. There's blue all over there. It doesn't look like the picture, and we're gonna lighten it up just a little bit, but man, like, that looks really pretty. Like, going in with a black base might be my new favorite thing. I was so scared about it, but all it did was intensify the blue, which kind of makes sense, you know? Like, for instance, if I would have gone in with a blue and then I went in with black around the outer corner, for instance, all the black does is there to intensify or deepen up the color that you already had on. So it makes a lot of sense, but I've just never tried it. I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit. I'm going in with my Rephr number 13, and I'm going to go into this lighter, like slate color, like a silver color. And I'm just going to go very lightly over the blue. That's really pretty. Oh my gosh, I like it. It's softening up very nicely. And it's almost like a silvery shimmer or topper shade. It's got like kind of a transparent type of look to it, but it's got like blue shimmers in there. It's so beautiful. Now I want to intensify that lightness in the middle further. I'm gonna go in with this white one here. I'm gonna go in with my Chantecaille like shade and sweep brush and just ever so lightly go into the white. Tap it off. There's a lot of powder, you guys. And then just very, very lightly go in the middle and just kind of tap, giving that middle there just a little pop of shimmer more. Look at how pretty. Oh my God. Okay, I'm excited again. If you guys could tell, like the first two colors or the first two looks, I was But now I'm excited because I'm loving this look. I haven't used the pink. Let's go ahead and go into the pink. It's like a very, very soft baby pink, almost nothing. And again, I'm gonna use the same Chantecaille shade and sweep brush. Tap off the excess And just kind of wash, just wash in the middle there. That's beautiful, you guys. Do you see why at the beginning I said this is giving me like total winter shimmery snowflake type vibes? Because now that we're getting into it with the icy blues, like this is what winter looks like for me. Like forget the berries, forget the browns, the greens, like this is what winter looks like to me. True holiday winter collection, and I love it. I love it. Now that looks like winter to me. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, and here is the final look with the eyes. I think it looks pretty. I think it looks icy blue. I have some thoughts about the looks and the overall color, so we'll get into that in just a little bit. Now I'm excited to try the face palette. And this face palette is in the medium deep colors. I will go ahead and swatch them for you first. I will start with this one and then just swatch that way. Wow, this looks super like glittery. The shimmer is really pretty on it though. This formula is not as powdery as the shadows. Feels a little creamier. So there's that. That's really pretty also. And then the last one that we have is the blush. Whoa, definitely pigmented. They all have like, well, the blush has a luminosity to it. So that's gonna be a very, very shimmery or luminescent blush. I think I'm gonna go in with the blush as well as the gold highlighter, which is the lighter of the three. The highlighter, I'm taking my Rephr number 16 brush. It's an eyeshadow brush, but honestly, I really like it for a very focused highlight. I think it's really, really good. It's super goldy, but it's pretty. It actually reminds me of the Dior highlight that we just showed you last week. It's actually really, really pretty. I can tell you that, again, the only highlighter that I have from MAC is this one, the Mineralized Soft and Gentle Powder. And this is one of my favorite highlighters. I think it's super underrated and not talked about enough. So I actually had like pretty high expectations for this highlight, but yeah, I think it's really pretty. So for the blush portion, I just took you out a tiny little bit. I will be taking my Rephr number 5, which is my blush brush, and I will go ahead and go into the blush. I'm gonna go in very lightly because it did seem pretty pigmented, and just start slowly. It's definitely pretty. It's like a berry color. I think Vivid Azalea is a lot more brighter in tone. So this is more like an old like vintage rose shade. I think it's pretty. And again, with winter products, I definitely like to have products that are that have luminosity, because your skin's a little drier, you know? Things are just not as glowy as they are during the summer, so I definitely like that. So that's that. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and go into the 4-piece lip gloss set. And I say 4 pieces because it was 3 lip glosses and then this really cute little bag here. Not the greatest quality, but a cute bag. I will swatch them on my hand and then I'll swatch them on the lips so that you guys can see what they look like. The first shade that we're going in with is Toasty Inside. That's what it looks like. Definitely has like a candy vanilla scent. That's what it is there. The next one that we have is Ginger Snapped. That's what that looks like. Same candy vanilla scent. There you go. And then the third one that we have is And then the third one that we have is a Frozen Mocha. This is a really beautiful bronzy type of lip gloss. It has some shimmers and micro glitters in there. I thought it was gonna be like a bronzy, but it's actually a really beautiful mauve-y color. So that's what it looks like there. So I will go ahead and swatch those on the lips, all three of them, and then I'll end with the one that I want to leave off with this final look. Okay guys, so this is the final look that I came up with. I actually really like it. From the eyes to the lips, I like the blush and the highlight. I feel like the eyes overall do scream winter. So with that being said, you've seen a demo of the 3 pieces of the collection that I picked up. Let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts. This is the final look that I came up with, and I feel like it's really cute. I feel like it really does give me those winter vibes. Let's go ahead and start with the glosses. I was actually really pleasantly surprised with the lip gloss formula. I've never tried a MAC lip gloss. I know I've probably been living under a rock, but the extent of my MAC lip collection was just some liners, a couple lipsticks. This is a little sticky, but not in a bad way. Just enough to where you know it's going to stay put for quite a while. And yeah, aside from the scent, like the little cake batter vanilla scent, I think that they're absolutely lovely. I'll definitely be using them. I like that they're minis because, you know, I don't go through lip products that fast. So, you know, I love that. Now, again, I got the set of the 3 lip glosses and then this little pouch for $24.50. I can tell you that this pouch looks like something you would find in like a little girl's like toy set of some sort. I mean, it is very, very cheap. The quality is just not there. It kind of feels like pretend play little purses. I mean, if I'm being honest, that's just the vibes that I get from this. Like, I'm instantly thinking I'm gonna fill this up with goodies for my niece that's coming next month, because that's what it screams to me. So that's my thoughts on the lip glosses. Formula is good. You know, throwing in this little cheap pouch, I don't know. It just lessens the overall experience, I feel, and now it starts to feel a little cartoony, a little kiddie. So those are my thoughts on that. When it came to the face palette, I thought it was good. I think that it blended in very nicely. Like I said, I really love this highlight that I have, the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Powder. I actually recommended it to a friend because I think it's underrated. It's really, really beautiful for an everyday subtle glow. The highlight I felt was really pretty. It looks like skin on me right now. Like, it looks so flawless. A little bit luminous, but just in the most beautiful way. The blush was also good, luminosity there. For winter, I'll definitely use it because I just think it looks pretty. No complaints on the blush. I don't know about the wearability, but I'll definitely make sure and update a pinned comment like after a couple days once I've worn it. These are first impressions. So that's what I find there. And then the final piece of it is the eyeshadow palette. You know, initially when I looked at the color story, I felt that the colors could create some really beautiful looks. I feel like there's a lot of different, like you get some blues, you get some purples, some pinks, some lighter shimmers, and then the black here. So I thought, you know what? I think I should be able to do some, put together some pretty nice looks, very different looks. I think we definitely put together some very different looks with the 3 looks that you saw me put together. Now this mess about me trying to recreate the campaign pictures, like, I always think that way, you know, because again, those are the things that draw you in. And if you get in and then you can't recreate the beauty that you saw on that ad campaign, it kind of makes you feel like there's, like the actual product is bad, when in reality, it's just the fact that they're expert makeup artists working on these pictures, on these models, and we can't recreate it. It's not so easy. I will tell you that the first 2 looks I absolutely hated. When I kind of went in with, like, you know, just not wanting to be exact, but maybe just kind of my spin on the 3rd look, I feel like I really like the way that this look came out. If I'm looking at my eyes up close, the shadows don't look bad at all. Again, wearability, you know, I don't know yet. I'll definitely update a pinned comment. When it comes to the actual shadow formula, there was powder everywhere. I had a ton of fallout. Fallout doesn't normally bother me, but you know, when it's a ton and there's a lot of powder flying everywhere, that's kind of annoying. In terms of like the pigments, like the black wasn't too intense. You know, this maroon color here, not too much pigment. You had to go in a few different times to the pan to really make it pop. When I did go in with the black first and then layer the blue that I wanted to pop on top, that seemed to work very nicely. I have to keep it real with you guys. I feel like this feels like cartoon makeup, like play makeup. Like this is something, because of how powdery and just how unimpressed I was with the shades, that I'll probably just hand off to my niece when she comes and visits, just for play makeup. She's 12, so like, you know. It just felt really cheap to me, you guys. And to be honest, this is probably why I've never purchased MAC before, because as I'm walking through like Macy's or Nordstrom, I always feel like they put together these holiday gift sets that look like really kiddie, like they're for kids. And although I do like this face palette trio, it's not like out of this world outstanding. With all of the beautiful makeup that we've been testing lately and all of the good quality that's out there, I mean, even with products or brands like e.l.f., I just don't know that this is a standout for me. You know, it's not a standout. Like the palette, $39.50, the face palette, $39.50, you know, which is getting up there. The lip gloss at $24.50. I think that you can find similar color stories, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, for a price that's maybe a little lower or a little higher, but that's gonna be better quality. And so I just wasn't that impressed, you guys. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. I hope that this review is helpful to someone watching if they're deciding on whether or not to purchase the collection. And now that I've purchased the collection, I've tried it out, I can see why a lot of people just say, I mean, it's okay, it's a little boring. And now for next year, I'll know. If it kind of gives me similar vibes as this year, I'll definitely not purchase, and I can see why people are bored. So those are my final thoughts. I just have to keep it 100% real with you guys. If I can save you guys a little bit of money by testing shitty products, then I totally am up for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure and do that. If you liked what you saw, please give me a like. I really appreciate that. Come and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's why I really like to connect with everyone and just kind of build that friendship and connection over a similar passion, which is makeup. We're all makeup enthusiasts here. So thanks again. I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.